Hey everyone, it's Miss Heather, one of the therapists with the Teen Health Center at Ball High, and today we'll be discussing self-management on Teen Health Talks. Last week on Teen Health Talks, we discussed what is self-awareness, and we learned that that's basically our ability to give ourselves a bit of a mood check-in and identify what our thoughts and our feelings might be at any given time. And so now that we have that information, well, what do we do with it? That's where self-management comes in. Self-management is the act of taking control of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And while that might sound complicated, those are things we already do naturally so that we can manage our stress level, keep ourselves organized, and control our impulses. You know, those actions that sometimes we take without really thinking about the consequences that can sometimes get us in trouble. So, why is this important? I don't know about y'all, but if my mood is really elevated, so let's say I'm really angry or anxious or sad, I'm not the best version of myself. So I might lash out at the people around me, I might have a hard time concentrating, or just might shut down. And then I can't move on with my day. So if I practice some self-management, I can get through that challenging emotional time and come out on the other side more comfortable and more confident. So now that we've talked about what self-management is, how do we practice it? Self-management can be practiced in a variety of different ways, whether that's engaging in a coping skill, taking a deep breath, thinking about what we can and can't control, establishing a routine, or setting healthy sleep habits for ourselves. Today, we're going to be discussing setting a routine and healthy sleep habits in a little more detail because I believe these two things are key to building a solid foundation for healthy self-management. When we don't have a routine, things in our life can be really unpredictable, and when things are unpredictable, it's easy to feel anxious, overwhelmed, or dysregulated. Dysregulated basically means our mood goes up and down pretty quickly, kind of like a bouncy ball. I know right now, while we're not attending school face to face, establishing a routine is one of the most challenging things for a lot of people, but it doesn't have to be all that complicated. I'm going to insert an example of a schedule that my friend created for her daughter to follow during this time, and it might be beneficial for you. So, some of the key elements of establishing a healthy routine include going to bed and waking up at about the same time every day, eating your meals, so your breakfast, lunch, and dinner at about the same time every day, continuing to engage in your hygiene practices, so brushing your teeth, taking a shower, washing your hair, and then also setting aside time to be both productive and have leisure activities. So productive activities can include doing your schoolwork or maybe working on a project for a hobby that you have an interest in. And then leisure activities, those are those fun things that you like to do. And that also includes social activities with your family and friends. I know that right now, during this time of social distancing, it can be hard to stay in touch with our family and friends, but I would encourage you to maintain your support system through either video chats, phone calls, or messaging. So now let's talk about sleep hygiene. That's basically a fancy way of saying good sleep habits. I know when I don't get enough sleep, or if I don't get good sleep, I'm really cranky and have a hard time concentrating the next day. And I know most people have a hard time managing themselves when they're not getting enough sleep or enough quality sleep. So, some healthy sleep habits include establishing a routine, like we already talked about, avoiding caffeine about 12 hours before bedtime, and that can include coffee, dark colored soda, tea, and energy drinks, avoiding taking naps during the day. I know it might sound tempting, but if you're taking a nap during the day, you're probably not going to be sleeping as much at night. And then avoiding screen time about 30 minutes to an hour before bed. I know this one is probably one of the most challenging for myself and a lot of people that I know because I'm in the bad habit of watching TV and playing on my phone right before bed. And then I notice I don't always sleep that great. And when we do things like watch TV, play video games, talk to our friends, go on social media, or play games on our phone, our brain is really excited and it's really stimulated. And why would our brain want to shut down and go to sleep if it's so excited? So it's really important to go ahead, put the screens down about 30 minutes to an hour before bed, and engage in a more relaxing activity such as reading, journaling, or drawing so that our brains have time to wind down and we're ready for sleep when it's time to go to bed. I hope you enjoyed these self-management tips and found some of them helpful. So let's keep the conversation going. Comment down below what you find to be helpful for setting a routine, keeping healthy sleep habits, or self-management in general. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be discussing coping skills in our circle of control in more detail. So don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you can be one of the first ones to get that information when it comes out. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.